Hello and welcome to After Hours with Shawn and Bas. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Bas.
Yes, sir. And this is our first podcast. It's the first time trying it. And,
Extravaganza!
Yeah, see? That's enthusiasm, which has to be had when you're doing one of these, projects, even if it's low budget, high budget. Enthusiasm and having a good time.
And for low budget, it's
Yeah.
fucking Colt 45, a mic, fucking stupid setup.
Yeah, low budget is a table, some beer, and some hopes and a dream.
Yeah.
We're kind of like the white Martin Luther Kings, except maybe not as smart. This is the beginning, so we're gonna talk a little bit about, because this wasn't my idea to do a podcast. This was my Bass's idea to do a podcast, because anything that involves money, I say fuck it. And I'm allowed to swear because it's after hours. This isn't for kids. Kids can listen to it if they want to, but
don't tell your parents.
Yeah, exactly. Your parents, they don't need to know about this. So just close the door and pretend you were watching a dirty movie. So go into a little bit about how you came up with this idea of spending money on stuff that I wasn't too sure about in the beginning.
Well, it all started when I was touching myself at night.
Oh, okay.
No, but really, I was just listening to other podcasts. Oh, by the way, I'm French, so...
Yeah.
So when I go in the retard mode, you're going to hear me speak French, or if I'm drunk. So.
He's my cousin. I mean, we're related, so I have to be friends with him. But, he's not disabled. He doesn't have
it's only a retard syndrome.
Yeah,
it's French Canadian. So.
Yeah, he's French Canadian, so poutine and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, bilingual. I speak French, so again, I have to communicate with him. I mean, he's family. I can't leave him outside.
Yeah,
which is ironic because technically you guys took me in from outside. But that's a story for
another day. Yeah.
So talk a little bit about. Again, how this whole idea came. I'm sure maybe you were touching yourself, but I mean there has to be more to it than that. Maybe.
Yeah, I was actually listening to some other podcasts like the Comedy Button or the Internet Box, and I just say to myself, "Fuck it! I always wanted to do radio, and I'm not fucking smart enough to do radio. So let's do it the low budget way and maybe get recognized at some point and not." I don't want to get paid for doing it, and I don't want to lose money. I just want to do something I like, and I enjoy with people I like, and just be on the retard mode every fucking...
Yeah, because when you first told me about it, I was like, man, it's going to be extra work, thinking about something a little... I mean, I'm done school. I'm projects. I totally forgot about doing them. The public speaking, even though you're my audience, technically. Well, there's virtual people that I can imagine in their underwear. Which is kind of weird.
Your mom?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you first came up with the idea, I was like, maybe, all right. And then you started making me listen to all these different podcasts, and I was like, that's not
Jay
too bad.
And Bob Gets Old, I remember that. Yeah.
I had been listening to them actually before because...
They're fucking insane.
Yeah, and I had no friends to talk to. I mean, I was very sheltered, and I was like, oh, fuck people. I don't need people. And I would listen to them. I'd be like, oh, man. It was like these guys were in my living room with me, which is kind of weird. And then I was like, man, these guys are making me laugh.
Yeah.
With something they recorded fucking who knows how long ago. And I just thought it was an interesting idea to just chill. Obviously we have beer. I like beer. Have fun.
Who doesn't like beer? So,
exactly, nothing new there. And I was like, yeah, that's interesting. And then you told me to write notes and all that shit. And I would sleep and watch movies and play video games. And you would say, write notes. And again, I would sleep, work.
Drink.
Yeah.
Play video games.
Throw up.
Right.
Wake up.
I was doing some homework on my side. Was doing some notes, a title, a website, a Facebook, a Twitter account, and he was watching TV, sleeping, playing games, and drinking.
And the title we came up After Hours, we literally came up with about 45 minutes ago because technically it's late, and the stuff we're going to talk about is anything under the sun. I mean, sports. We both like hockey, video games, all the stuff we're gonna do. I mean, we have this idea where this isn't just going to be a one podcast type thing. This is going to be like interacting and getting to know the people who listen to us and actually You know, we're like, oh man, these guys are all right. They're not totally retarded. And
or if we are totally retarded, people that actually likes us or as much or even more retarded as we are.
Or if they just listen to complain about us and hate on us. I mean, if you listen, you it's good. We like that.
We're gonna read some hate mail too, so no fucking
hate
problem.
mail. Yeah, I like hate mail. And so we had this idea where you guys could like follow us on Twitter at no extra charge. We're not going to charge you for that. And then we could play video games. Like I'm an Xbox type of guy. I don't know why. It just happened that way. And I like playing, all the NHL games, Call of Duty, all that stuff. And my co-host, he plays PlayStation 3 and all these computer games I know nothing about. Literally, I mean,
League of Legends, some World of Warcraft, some Diablo. StarCraft, so everybody that loves the real gaming,
fuck the nerdy shit,
fuck the console
shit.
gaming, come play with me. And basically, we wanted to do that via Twitter, Facebook, and even planning on some maybe small contests to make some wins game via even Steam or stuff like that. So you must tag along and follow us for the fucking rest of your life.
Yeah, for the rest. Man, that's dedication for the rest of your life. Man,
would you follow us for the rest of your life?
Would I follow us?
Yeah.
If I lived long enough, I would hope to. I mean,
See,
who else am I gonna follow?
Your dream, maybe?
I don't have many dreams.
Oh, fuck.
The ones I do have, I wouldn't share with anybody.
It's involved chocolate and a sock.
Oddly, yes, it does. Those two things, but
midget sometimes.
I don't know if that's a politically correct term. I think they prefer dwarfs.
I don't think little person.
Either way, the halflings or hobbits.
Hobbits, little people with fucking hairy feet.
Circus. Okay, that was. But yeah, this whole, even beyond the podcast about, we're family, we're cousins. I mean, people would assume that we hang out and do all this stuff, but
we don't.
No. Well, before we did, it's weird because we used to hang out a lot as kids. Your dad is my mom's brother, so. I mean, I was always coming over, and this is where I learned to speak most of my French. Yes, I had schooling and all that, but, I mean, swearing, I learned all that around you guys.
Tabarnak.
Yeah. Exactly, and then we do all kinds of shit as kids. We watched the Aliens movies. I remember we were big into that. I mean, we would go in your basement, watch all these movies, build snow forts, get into all kinds of different trouble. Oh, man, I got stories and stories, but basically we were young and we would do all this kind of things, and then all of a sudden our parents, my mom and your dad, kind of just stopped, and then I didn't see you for a long time, and then you called me or something?
Yeah, a random day. I was like, hey, let's fucking call Shawn.
Which is weird because I had moved like 4 or 5 times because my mom was all over the place, and then I was moving back to my dad, and I would go back to my mom's because both of those characters are, I don't want to say they're not fit to raise a child, but I mean, if you look at the way I turned out, I'm not the perfect person, but
yeah.
Anyways, we were moving.
And you have like thousands of brothers, not from the same father, so.
Yeah. I got 3 brothers. We all have the same mother, but we each have our own father. One of my brothers is black. We'll put it that way, which is true. It's not a lie.
Yeah.
She's been around, which explains probably the moving and different brothers from different areas.
Yeah.
And then I remember getting this call. I will kind of remember. You had called me and it was like,
"Hey Shawn, it's Bass. What's a bass?"
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck? I'm too young to have credit. Why are you calling me?" And then he explained, "No, remember, man." And I was like, "Oh!" Instantly clicked in. I was like, "Oh shit, what's going on, buddy? Like, it's been so long." He's like, "You want to come over?" What? Like, where? How? Who? All these questions. I hadn't seen you in a long time, years, literally years. And then I remember the drive. I was so nervous, and then
my mom picked you up with Alex and my dad.
Yeah.
You
Alex,
gained weight.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I used to be skinny as a toothpick. And then I gained so much weight, and then I lost a lot of it recently. But again, we're going off track here. So explain, like you said, Alex. Name your side, not necessarily your parents, but the main four characters, you and your three brothers.
Oh yeah, there's Matt, my older brother. After there's me, which my real name is Sebastian, which is obvious because my nickname is Bas. So shut the fuck up if you didn't understand it. After there's Alex, which is Alexander, and there's Nicholas, which is Nico.
Yeah.
And basically we're four beautiful white stallion.
White, I think, was the most accurate. Yeah. Beautiful might not.
Wow. Yeah. So basically, yeah. To come back at the first of the subject, I actually had the idea of making a podcast. I talked to Shawn. We basically got along together because we can put out some fucking weird shit together.
Yeah.
And we just said, fuck it, let's do it. So after getting ready, buying some microphones, stuff like that,
expensive ones. Yeah. Relatively. I mean, they're not the most expensive, but when your budget consists of drinking, Pabst, Blue Ribbon, and eating cheesies,
which is the equivalent of a Colt 45 in the U.S.
Yeah, we have some of that here though. 40-ounce, Old English. I think the shit is delicious.
They're like tall bottles.
Yeah, big bottles, but they're like 8%. So when you're drinking it, you're like, oh, it's just a regular beer, but it hits you hard enough. I'm telling you.
No, beer for poor.
Yeah, yeah.
So we tag along, bought some equipment.
Yep.
Getting ready to make a podcast. Now, we work a lot, so okay, let's record the podcast. Okay, you coming tonight? Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
Next night. Okay. Good, we're doing it. Okay, you coming tonight?
Nope. Change of plans.
What the fuck? We did that for like a month, and we're like, look, you know what? Fuck that. Buy beer, get some fucking stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's record that podcast and act the fool.
Yep. Church.
Yeah,
that's truth right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird too because the way it worked is, remember the characters I was talking about, my mom, my dad, it wasn't working out at either one of them, and I would visit once that original phone call happened to go over, I would not stop. It was like a vacation home. I was like, man, get away from all these troubles and this depression. I would go over there and have a blast. I mean, chill out with all of them, and then this kept going for years. So with that span of like 5 years not seeing each other, I would go over every summer at no school. I would go over them for months on end.
Every weekend. Every time, yeah.
So, we became more and more close, and then this
her mom was fucking freaking out.
Yeah, like, whoa, what's happening? You gonna move there? No, I'm not gonna move there. And ironically enough,
he moved there.
My uncle offered me, says, look, if it's not working out here, you can move here. Just, help us out and whatever around the house.
And everything worked actually good because I bought a house.
Yeah.
I moved out with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he moved in. They grab another friend along. So they basically got back to like...
It's like a safe haven. It's like if there's a zombie infection, that might be the only place that's not infected. But yeah, so I moved there, and I had to I moved from Ontario to Quebec, so I had to become a new citizen and all that stuff, and I had to get a new job, which was, man, nobody wants to hire an Englishman around here. And then finally I got a job, and then I heard about the podcast, and I wasn't making that much money, and you said, well, we need to buy this, and this, and this, and I didn't even know what any of that shit, you said a snowball. I said, bitch, there's some snow outside. I can make you a bunch of free ones. He said, no, it's a microphone, and there's a Yeti and all that shit. I said, what the fuck? And then, we got all this equipment, and you're the brains behind this. Right now, I'm just talking, and I'm talking to you, and I'm just, explaining this whole situation. But
it's a team. It's a team play. It's without you, what would have I done? Nothing. Just sit there, talk to myself for like 5 minutes. After no more idea.
Anyways,
I know. But. My girlfriend does that too, but that's only because I don't listen to her.
Yeah, you guys talk to each other by yourselves in corners instead of talking to each other and shit.
Oh God.
Yeah. I hope my girlfriend doesn't hear me. What? Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but technologically, this, man, it's all in your court. And it's kind of, like you said, it's a team, it's ping pong.
Yeah.
Ideas go back and forth, but technologically, this is your domain. Like me, I'm the drinker. You throw a beer in front of me. Oh, I can.
But it's us two and the people that are going to listen to us. Because I don't care if we got 5 listeners. At least we got 5 fucking listeners.
Yeah,
and those 5 listeners are gonna have a blast. Because if we do contests, stuff like that, I don't care. Those 5 listeners, I'll remember them because they're gonna be there since the beginning.
And if ever we do a top 5 listeners, I mean, you're automatically. And that's the thing, like you said, it could be a 21-year-old man and over here listening to us, or like a 46-year-old woman, or anybody. It's like we're talking to each other now, but there's people who are gonna listen, and even if it's not too interesting to them, or it's not all about what they want to hear, it's parts of our lives that other people be like, man, that's interesting, and I can relate, or I can't relate at all, or these people might listen to one podcast, or they might listen to them all, because if this really works out and I'm having a good time so far, I'd be totally interested in doing more. I mean,
well, I'm not stopping after one. I want to do that. I don't care about how many listeners I'm going to have, but that's what I want to do. So I'll go for 10, 20, 50, 60, 100, 200, 500 fucking podcasts. I don't care, because that's my pleasure. That's my fun.
Exactly.
If we don't get known, getting big paid and stuff like that, I don't give a fuck. I just want to do what I want. Yeah. And so far, we've been doing that for what? Almost 20 minutes now.
Already?
And,
are you serious?
Yeah,
I was like, oh fuck, it's probably only the first 5 minutes.
And it's insane.
Yeah.
We're not having, it's not as funny as it's supposed to be, because first, it's the first podcast, so we're getting to know, we want the fan to know us.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't worry, we're going to have, to all the fans out there, we're going to have a blast. We're going to have some gaming, some rewards, some fun, some World of Warcraft. I play WoW a lot, so if you want to play WoW with me, fucking do some PvP. I'm all in. So I don't want to be the kind of podcast or person that says something, and after you go, example, on their server or in their game, and they're like, who are you? Oh man, I listened to your podcast. Yeah, so fucking what? Get the fuck out. No, I know a lot of people do that, and that's not my type. I'm a French Canadian. I love bacon. I love maple syrup. So fucking come over. We're gonna have a fucking party. Do the Harlem Shake. Boom, 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 boom.
Man, I'm telling you, this alcohol is. But yeah, like you said, it's obviously it's gonna be a little bit rough around the edges the first time.
Oh, but first 5, 6. Yeah, we're not professionals. We're regular guys.
people.
Yeah,
and I mean.
This is not a $6,000 budget. No. This is a fucking 60-cent budget.
Yeah, but if that.
If that. The desk cost me 60 cents.
Yeah, I might have to borrow a quarter for 60 cents. But this is just letting people know what they're going to be in for. If they're like, oh, this guy's fucking retarded, why would I listen to him? They're going to know about our backstory, what's going on, how this whole idea came into fruition. And I'm already in a good mood. Yeah. Already, because... I'm a big time hockey nut. I love hockey. Well, Canadian, Yeah. I mean, it's stereotype, but
I just want to say something for like you said, it's gonna be rough around the edge, and that's actually I don't fucking remember what I wanted to say. Keep talking. I'll remember something.
What? You cut me out. Oh, okay. Well, no cutting out. I mean, we all gotta throw in our ideas. You look at me with these dead serious eyes, and for a minute I was like, this is beautiful, this is like Daniel Day-Lewis reincarnate, and then I look at you, before you continue, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Continue. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I'm a big hockey fan, and
I love Justin Bieber.
No. That's, we lost 4 of the 5 listeners. Man, But yeah, and my team, even though I was raised in Ottawa, Ontario, and now I'm in Quebec, my team since 1999 has been the New Jersey Devils.
Motherfucking Brodeur!
Yeah, big reason, but I mean, even once he's gone and dead.
Robochuck.
Man, once we got him, I was stoked.
Yeah, but Brodeur, Kovalchuk, fucking
Henrique, all these guys. And earlier today we were playing the Flyers, and we're doing really good this season, really good. Even though the lockout and all that stuff, but whatever. and we scored 40 seconds into the game, and then they scored 3 goals in the first period. We were down 3-1. I was like, fuck, man, I'm so... it was like I got shot in the heart, and then all of a sudden, fuck it, I have faith in my team. We ended up winning the game 5-3. I mean, we're really going to come back. So, automatically coming into this thing, I'm on like a high. Because I'm very attached to my team. We lose...
So you're fucking pumped for the podcast?
Oh, man, I'm
like,
pumped.
Yes!
My dick is half hard right now. It's only half because of the alcohol. But if it wasn't for that, I'd be full on erect.
Maybe if ladies sends us some naked picture.
We're not going to tell ladies to send us because if they are underage, we're I don't want to go to jail, man. I'll be the underage girl in jail and shit.
Want to play Uno? Want to swap pics? That's an inside story.
Yeah, which will eventually come to light because we got a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about. And if we blow our load in the first podcast, you know, you guys are going to be disappointed, like most of the girls.
You're going to be mouthful, so you can't say a fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, it's weird too because now I'm 20. I turned 20 December 5th. How old are you again?
I'm 23.
You're 20. When's your birthday?
January 4th.
January 4th. So you just turned... Okay, yeah.
I just turned 23,
okay, yeah. So
happy birthday, Papa.
that was a little bit weird. That was like Goodbye Horses in the Hannibal, you know, the guy's looking at, would you fuck me? That type of thing. But, yeah, when I had turned 18, I got this large inheritance. Like, 30 cents.
You're going to talk about that?
Well, you want me to talk? You want me to save it?
It's up to you, man. No, not save it. You want to talk about that? You're gonna be ashamed. Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, shame me.
If we can see Shawn on the floor, almost dying of fucking shame, let's do this.
Yeah. Well, that would be the first time you've seen me lying on the floor. Except it wouldn't be shame; it would be other substances and gross things that you would see in the movies. But
guts.
I didn't kill nobody. They're covered in blood. What happened?
No. Ice cream, motherfucking Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that's because I got this new shirt. It says ice cream on it, and it says Wu-Tang. This was a gift from my other cousin, your brother, Alex. Which this shirt, I'm gonna wear it, you know, for a day and then wash it. Because if I,
yeah.
But yeah, I got this large inheritance when I turned 18 that I was waiting for, and I thought I'd be rich. And this over 30 grand lasted me less than a year. Okay, I went on an alcohol binge.
It lasts 7 months.
I just, but it created.
You did, but you passed 10,000.
Yes,
we must say that.
I had lent 10 grand to somebody, which I'm still slowly collecting.
Dad, Shawn's dad, Shawn's.
Yeah, it was my father, and
bless him, bless your face,
bless his face. Yeah. I don't know if you want to bless that face. That's a waste of blessing. That's waste.
It's your father.
Yeah, I know, but that's like
his fucking semen made you.
Oh, that's gross.
You could have been better. You know that?
Better? What do you mean?
Like with somebody else's semen, you could have been like fucking better.
Like if Bill Gates was my dad?
Yes.
If Bill Gates was my dad,
you could have been like a little nerdy guy.
I don't give a fuck. Billions of dollars.
You would have spent that in about 5 years.
Oh yeah, but
strippers.
Oh man, strippers and woods and fireworks. The thing is with that money, I created more memories in that year than I would have in like 20 years of my life altogether. I mean, I did some crazy fucked up shit. Some of it with you, some of it with my other cousins, some of it here.
Well, not much with me.
Whoa.
No.
Not so much the going out to strip clubs and shit, but I mean, you know, like chilling and watching the game, but which we do now anyways. You don't need money for that, but man, I did a lot of fucked up shit. Like this one time, multiple times I would buy all these fireworks. You know, it's a really fucked up feeling you get when you walk into any store and you point at any object and you're able to buy it. That fucks with your head a little bit.
When you're 18-year-old, yes, sir.
Absolutely. I could have done a lot of shit with that money. I could have saved it. No, fuck.
Buy a car. You could have bought a fucking car cash.
Yeah.
Boom.
$400 a night per week at strip clubs because, you know, I like boobies and butts and beer and friends, and you go to these strip clubs. Like, man, I want to go
Okay,
back.
I can't deny that you weren't cheap with people. Okay, that I'm gonna say, but you were a little douchey. I remember that day with Alex when he said, "Okay, I'm tired. I want to go," and you wanted to give like $100 to a stripper for no reason, and you're like, "I'm gonna do it." Alex like, "Are you fucking stupid?" And you gave it, and you're like, "I fucking win." That.
To be honest, I don't remember much of the everything. Most of the things that I'm told is shit that literally was told to me because I completely forgot. I mean, I became an alcoholic overnight. I would drink and drink and drink and drink to forget all these problems, and then you feel on top of the world, man. You're drinking and you're having this blast. Then it took me a long time before I threw up, though. My first time I threw up, we went to Montreal.
It actually take a long time. Yep.
And the thing is, I recorded a lot of this shit on my iPod, which I'm gonna upload to my Facebook or whatever, or you guys can see this. Because a lot of it is shit that you once in a lifetime. Like there was this box of fireworks that we lit. I was wasted. I remember.
I saw that on your fucking iPod.
Yeah, I was wasted. Buddy was wasted, and my cousin he was driving, so he was all right. We lit the fireworks. I thought they were gonna shoot up and shit, but the shit came at us like it was
shooting at you, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's Shawn. Turn around and shoot at this motherfucking ass.
Yeah, if it could speak, that's what it would have said. And when you're drunk, this shit is like funny to you. Like, oh look, I can almost burst into flames and lose my eyes and shit. And you're laughing, and this thing's going off.
But the guy that's not drunk, dying, fucking burning in the fucking.
My cousin's like, we're freaking out. Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh, why? This is cool. Going to strip clubs, and you can go in the back. I don't know if anyone else has been to a strip club. It's very gentleman-like. The floors are sticky, and anyways, you go in the back, and it's $20 a song. All right, that's fucked up. But back then, I had the money. I was here you go. Here's $400. She'd look at me like, hey, whatever. And most of the time,
my vagina.
Yeah, and most of the time, I would just fall asleep, and then I would wake up at the end, and then they would just kick me out. But I did a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't want to ramble on about it, but there was so much weird and crazy shit that I did that I don't remember, and I recorded, and public urination and vomit and women and just all kinds of dirty, nasty. Well, I don't want to give the wrong impression. I mean, I didn't like fuck hookers or anything like that. That's not. I did have some sense, some morals, a moral code, and I also had my sober cousin that always pull me back whenever I'd be like, oh man, I would want to fight everybody.
Because as much as we love to drink, like him, when he was drinking, fuck that shit. Nobody around was fucking drinking. It's keep the safe zone around Shawn, because first of all, he's an English person in the fucking Quebec side, which is... Because Quebecers are fucking douchebag against English people. Mm-hmm. Like, how many times you went into the bar only dancing and people were just like, hey, he's a fucking English.
Yeah,
I don't know. Kick his ass.
I don't know if it was my face or how they knew, but they'd be like, that guy's English, we're going to fuck with him all night. They'd be dancing and elbowing me. I guess they would hear me talking or
God
my
bless
accent.
all the fucking French people with you.
Yeah. Man, I got a lot of friends over here and family that stuck up for me. I remember this one time we went to this barn party. It was outside and there was a DJ. We were all drunk. We were all fucked up. And all of a sudden, like 6 or 7 guys...
He was dancing in the middle of the fucking barn.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can imagine, I'm 6'5", okay?
He's alone He's alone in the middle of the dance floor doing nothing. Yeah. All my brothers, my friends, some pretty big guy are dancing like about 20 feet, 25 feet from you, and
it's dark. It's outside. It's at night.
And he's dancing, boom, boom, and they just grab him.
I was wasted.
Like five, 6 guys.
Yeah, they surround me, and then at this moment, I'm wasted. So I feel tough, but I also feel intimidated because there's nowhere to run. I'm in the corner of a field. They could have killed me, and everyone would just be like, "Oh, look, there's a weird, fucked up scarecrow over there," And then they're saying all this in French, like, "You're English. We know you're English. We're gonna fuck you up." And I'm there. Oh yeah, you want to go? You want to go? But in my head, I was like, "Please don't come after me. Please just go away. I'm having a good time." Fuck, I know they're gonna like grab me and break my fingers and put stuff in my butt. And then, well, I don't know if they probably would have done that. You guys are fucked up sometimes when you fight.
No. Well, actually, no. People are chicken shit over here. When it's like everywhere. If you're alone, if you have seen one of those guys alone, you would have like what would we have said? Nothing. Yeah. It was like, okay, fine, man.
Group, yeah.
Like, okay, like if you would have been like, okay, come over, you motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your ass. Mm-hmm. You would have said nothing.
Absolutely not.
But in gang, they're douchebag, but they wouldn't have done like nothing.
Well, here's the thing. This one guy, he like he wasn't the leader or anything, but he was like a little scrappy guy, like. But
look.
Whoa, what are you signaling? What? Just say it.
You want a beer?
Do I want a beer?
No, can I have a beer, man?
Take one, man.
Whoa, I'm asking beer on air. What's up, motherfucker?
Yeah, this guy's giving me hand signals. All it's doing is distract me. Take whatever you want. All it's doing is distracting me. I was like, what the fuck? This is live. I don't know how to try to hide shit. Have you ever seen Cops?
Yeah.
That's all real.
What you going?
Yeah, it's like they put a cameraman there. The cop's not gonna stop himself from shooting the guy in the face just because.
There's a big difference between shooting a guy in the face and recording a fucking podcast.
Well, it depends on where you're doing the podcast. I mean, if you're in the ghetto.
No.
Yeah.
What
you're
the
right.
fuck? You can be in the most ghetto place and you record a
that's
podcast.
my go-to.
You don't go like in the middle of the street. Hey, bum, you like drugs? You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you don't look for trouble. Whenever I'm in trouble, I automatically go to the ghetto because it's an easy target. Let's make fun of the ghetto.
So, yeah, keep talking about the story.
The guy came out, and this is weird because I have inexplicably good reflexes, and the guy came at me with a punch, right? Well, I swung.
Semi-punch.
Yeah, a semi-punch. He was wrong. But it all started because he was coming in at me, and I felt threatened, so I swung, and I nicked his chin. Like, just the slightest. And then he looked at me like, did you just swing at me? And I looked back at like, I don't know. We were both fucking, it was like, those old Rock'em Sock'em robots with the robots who would just hit it in
Punch
the air.
the head and
Yeah. But most, like 50% of the time they would miss. It was like that. I was like, oh, in my head I was like, oh, I just broke his jaw. But really, I just like, my hair of my hand
you broke your hand and it was fine.
Yeah, I just skinned him just enough to make his head move. And at this point, Alex sees me and he's running with the boys, and they're like, "Oh fuck, yeah.
Sean's there were like 25."
Yeah, he's like, Sean's about to get murdered, and they're gonna put stuff in his butt. And so they came over.
That's what we do here in Quebec.
The guy I missed, who I skinned, he came at me with a hook, and I don't know. I kind of put my arms up, kind of like if you're doing a chin up. And I put my forearms together and I blocked it. And in my head I was like, that was fucking cool. Like, was anybody around to see that?
He wasn't even thinking about like, I'm gonna die. It was like, that was amazing. I'm Batman.
Yeah, I was like, this is the... He just did the move that I did. And I was like, oh man, that was awesome. And then they came in, they broke it up, and then the security came and they were like...
with the number of people that was behind you, they were like,
yeah,
the security guy was mad, like, get the fuck out of the party.
Yeah, and then we explained,
Not
it was
you,
like,
but
we explained, like, they're coming after us because I'm English. They're like, don't worry about it, we're going to deal with them. And then for like 20 minutes after, I was paranoid as fuck, totally ruined my buzz. I got right back into it after that with the music and the...
With Juju Bonbon. Okay, Juju Bonbon is a friend of us, and he grabbed a fucking, a gas can, if we can say, and put every alcohol in it.
Well, here's the thing. It was a big jug that was used for garlic sauce for ribs.
Yes.
And he just
huge, like it was like a
gallons,
liter, gallons, like
and he just
rinsed it out. Every alcohol.
Yeah, he rinsed it out and filled it up with alcohol, and the shit still stunk like garlic sauce.
Yeah, so it was taste like garlic sauce.
Oh, it was
and
disgusting.
Alcohol. Yeah. But you guys were fucked up.
And the thing is that there's all proof of this and pictures and videos of everything that's happened.
And we even went on the news. That party went on the news because Street Kid took some LSD and dropped almost half dead in the middle of a fucking wood.
You're right.
They're like, oh, let's try to make some trouble for that party, but.
Yeah.
Out of 700 people, 3 fucking stupid kids made the fucking trouble.
And that's the thing. It's always like they always exaggerate. Like,
But it was an insane party.
Oh fuck! It was awesome for what I can remember, and I still to this day I see my. Hey, remember the time I did that fucking ninja
DJ?
block?
Remember the DJ?
Yeah.
He lost his job at the bar he was working at
Because of that party, eh?
Because he stole all. Well, he didn't stole. He told his boss.
Okay, here's the thing. When he said stole, what he's trying to say is like stool, like snitched.
No, stole.
Stole? Like theft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wrong. See, even sometimes I...
Shut up, food! He, when he made his big party, he was a DJ at IXO. Right?
That's a little local bar, yeah.
Yeah, and he asked his boss, he was like, because that's one of my friends, and he's like, I'm making a party, and his boss like, if you're making a party and I'm having no customers, you're done, you're out. And he's like, why don't you bring your girls and sell alcohol, like be the bar? Because he didn't have any bar over there. He had hot dogs and chips, but no alcohol. So he's like, bring your permit and sell alcohol. Like, keep the bar open so for the regular customers. And he said no. He said yes at first, and after he called, he's like, no, it's too much trouble. And he said no. Boom, he put it. He fucking. Next day, he called him. He's like, yeah, you stole all of my customers, so you're fucking out.
You stole all my customers?
Yeah.
So no one showed up to EXO?
No one. And it was the biggest fucking...
It was huge, man.
At EXO, normally, it was a Friday night?
Friday or Saturday.
Friday night at EXO is big.
Yeah.
And
big for a local bar, too.
No one showed up. There were like 5 people inside.
Yeah. It would flop, but the fuck, that Shan, why would you say that? In English, like a field. It was like a field, just in the middle of a field, kind of like a rave. But fuck, man, it was awesome, and it was,
nothing happened actually, eh? Nothing bad. Only
just some kids who decided to,
and a retard that broke a speaker.
By how, like jumping on it or something?
I don't remember, but I know they broke a speaker, a $2,000 speaker.
You see, when like parties are fun, and the thing that makes parties cool is that these people do get out of control and make stories, but you don't go to that extreme where you put your life or others in danger,
or you do.
Oh,
masturbate in a public school. What?
How's it? What?
That's fun.
That puts a lot of things in danger. That puts children at the risk of seeing something that is only human, but still. I mean, I don't want... If I had a kid and he went to school and he's like, hey, I saw Uncle Bass jerking off.
That's like way too much.
Furious.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, apologize to...
yes, I am sorry. Yeah. I am not a whore.
That's actually... Was it last summer or the summer before? LMFAO owned the radio stations.
And now they're dead.
I don't know if they're actually dead, but the thing is, like, music is... pop music, like dance music and all that shit. All the shit you hear on the radio is popular for only a certain amount of time, and then, like, 2 months later, they're like, do you remember this oldie? And it's like, fuck, you're making me feel old, because I'm still dancing to that shit, but a lot of this underground stuff is getting popular now. I mean, I remember...
You see how it works on this podcast? We talk about everything and nothing. Like that.
Yeah.
It's like we're talking about bars and stuff and like, hey, remember LMFAO? That's how shit works.
Yeah, I mean, and that's...
but that's the first podcast, so bear with us.
Yeah, exactly. And this music, and man, music is it's like a biological creature. It's always evolving, always changing, always going to something. I mean, a couple of years ago, Skrillex came out with this dubstep. Well, dubstep has been around a lot longer than that, but I mean, popularized it, if that's even a word, I think.
Skrillex popularized dubstep.
Commercialized it, yeah.
And after you got the haters around, that's the problem with the fucking internet. There's so many. No. Okay, Skrillex is an artist, right?
Yeah.
Everybody will listen to like Bangarang or Roughneck Bass
or Scary Monsters,
just like without saying it. But after you go watch, you just stain your ice cream Wu-Tang t-shirt.
Fuck.
Yeah. So you have people that are listening to like Justin Bieber. They're like, okay, fuck that. On the 5th December, it's gonna be Skrillex's birthday, so let's go all on his fucking video and thumbs down, everything, blah blah blah. I hate the haters around. Like, Skrillex is not my favorite, but he's doing a
He's
good
an
job.
artist. Yeah, exactly.
He was He was an emo-core artist, which came back as a dubstep. Yeah, okay, as a step artist.
Electronic.
Yeah, a medium wub artist, because dubstep is not. Anyways, so you go on his like Facebook page, whatever, YouTube. People are like, "Oh, that's the best thing ever." 25,000 million thumbs up. Oh, that's the worst shit ever. 25,000 million thumbs down. So you're like, and you always have that like top comment. I'm a top comment because Skrillex sucked. Thumbs up if you like. And there's like fucking 25,000 million thumbs up on this comment. And I don't know where I was going, but I hate haters, and I don't hate haters as much as I hate haters.
You don't hate haters as much as you hate haters?
Yes, so that means I hate haters like over the motherfucking top. So when we're gonna read 8mail, I'm gonna be hating on them like no one ever did.
I like hate mail because it's
funny. It's
I
like,
hate you because of this.
You should die of cancer because you're retard.
Yeah, I mean, is this podcast so bad that you wish that my body, my being, becomes infected with cancer and I die a slow and horrible death?
Yes, it is. Do you care? I fucking don't.
No. Because the thing is, they're spending their time
wasting.
Not necessarily wasting, but they're spending their time hating on something.
Their time hating
on something that we're doing that we like doing.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for us and nobody. We have no listeners and it's just for us. Fuck it. We're having a good time.
If we're having like minus 10 listeners.
Yeah.
And it's aiding.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Literally, I don't like this podcast and then I walk out of the room. I mean, it's still... no, is that negative 10? Do I count as 10 people? I was trying to do a metaphor for negative 10.
I'm looking for a new co-host.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gone. I leave and then fucking 20 minutes later I come in, you're talking to somebody and shit.
Talking about co-host, I'd love to get the fan on the show sometime.
that was perfect. That was the best segue. That was a really lame joke. And like talking about co-hosts, now you go on.
I'd love to get fans on the show. Do some Skype call conference. Do some Skype calls. People add us on Skype. We call them randomly. Boom. Yep. Let's call that Tony McFish guy.
Tony McFish.
Yeah. Boom.
I'm gonna name my child Tony McFish.
He answers, hello, yes, this is the After Hours podcast. Oh, what's up?
I think he'd be more like, what the fuck is After Hours podcast?
I know, no.
Oh, he's a listener.
Yes,
he's a listener. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
I thought you would just call it like, hey.
After this episode, I'm going fucking French podcast. Fuck the English people. At least you.
Yeah, just kick me out.
Yeah.
It always comes to me leaving. What is this? Yeah. And that's actually a pretty good idea because that could be fucking comedy gold. Like, you could be talking to this person. If they like us, they'll be like, hey, man, I love you guys. I like when you do this. I really hate when you do this. Take that out. Or if they're, even if it's just like, oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
you guys suck.
That's going to go in the commentaries. Like, if we do a Skype call and you're telling us what you like and what you don't like, that's going to be a end of call. Flink.
You're just going to hang up on them?
Yeah. Let me explain myself. If I call somebody for the podcast, it's because I want to have the biggest act of random kindness. Can I say that?
What do you mean? Why couldn't you?
What mean kindness?
What does kindness mean?
Yeah.
You just use the word and you don't know what it means?
Kindness mean like good thing?
Yeah, genre.
Fuck that. Okay. I just want the big act of randomness.
Randomness.
Yeah, randomness. Good.
If you can't find the right word, make up your own.
Okay. What I mean is, I don't want some feedback. If we want some feedback, people are going to send either some 8mail or some good mail.
Or, good.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And I want the people to actually have fun with us.
Got
Make some joke.
Got you.
Boom. Come in. Yeah, I was playing NHL.
Got you. You're gonna say there's a time for commentary and
a time
helping, and a time to just relax, have fun, and actually just join us in the podcast. And like you were just gonna say, I cut you off, but like I was playing NHL with you guys and shit. And
I really had fun, and just like actually talk about something with us, not only just come in. Yeah, you guys suck for that and that. And that. No. Some fans are gonna think about, like, if we say, oh yeah, Bas and Shawn actually suck for making good jokes. After some guys that might be listening to us for a year are gonna start thinking, because that's how people work. They're gonna be thinking like, oh yeah, that's actually right. They had some trouble, but they had laughed to our joke for a year, and they just start like, I don't want that. I want, like, there's gonna be a section on like send me a mail, a hate mail, a good mail. I don't care. I'm gonna answer it. Every mail, I'm gonna answer it. But don't start. If I'm doing a Skype call, I want to know about. If it's a British person, I want to know about what's going on in your fucking country.
That's fucking genius.
Like, it's not genius. It's
genius.
We're not stupid. I don't want to hear about negative and positive things. I don't need to promote my fucking podcast. I can do that. I just want to have fun with the fucking person I'm calling. I'm gonna troll you like you never been. Hello, who's that? Hello, this is Shawn from Kazakhstan. Yeah, your mom's dead. And boom. That's some fucking pure trolling.
You said Shawn from Cat. You could have literally said anything, and then you just cut to your mom is dead, and you hung up.
That's because I looked at your eyes, and I was like, Shawn. Okay, what name? Stefan? No, Shawn. Bang.
Stefan, your mom is dead. Yo, that's horrible. That's a mean. I like it. I like the ideas, but it'll be funny. Funny comedy at the expense of others.
Your penis is small.
Small penis.
You have a vagin. Your brother is your half sibling.
All these jokes are pointed towards me. Man, I'm getting hurt laughing about my small genitalia and the fact that my brothers aren't full brothers. Because I have 3 brothers, he's got 3 brothers, but you guys, your parents are married happily, and you're all...
We're real brothers.
Yeah, yeah.
You are...
Yeah, but my brothers are like the ones in the movie Four Brothers.
Yeah. All adopted. Not... Well, yeah. In the Four Brothers, they're all adopted. You're not adopted. You're same mother, not same father.
Yeah, we each have our own father.
You have the black, big penis kid.
We've been involved in... What?
You have the 2 little kids fighting over a fucking...
and I mean, we've been involved in some criminal activity. I mean, again, that goes back to where I was raised and how I was raised, but like moving here was a total change in my life for better and for maybe even not for worse, except for the partying thing. I mean, people kind of like you said, they can spot an Englishman like there he is, let's go kill him. But
so it happens. Remember when GP was sleeping? Okay, I got another cousin named GP.
Yeah, and
he was piss ass fucking drunk.
And he's not related to me, but I mean, like before when I said I would visit here all the time, I consider him a cousin. Like
he's a cheap motherfucker, but he's okay. He was piss ass drunk, like. He was dying of drunkenness.
Oh yeah, he was
in the middle of the.
He was throwing up black shit.
How do you call that a trottoir? Sidewalk.
Yeah.
He was dying of drunkenness
on the drunk bench. We call it the drunk bench because a couple of us have spent the night there.
Yeah. He was vomiting or barfing or throwing up, whatever you call it from your country. You can be I don't care.
I don't know if they'd be listening to our podcast if they spoke that. But
you don't have internet.
Oh shit!
What's that? Flies? No. Okay, that was mean.
Man.
Anyways, he had vomit, birth, throw up on that bench. How many guys?
It was about 4 or 5.
4 guys popped in. 4 or 5 guys. Shawn was with him. My older brother and Juju Bonbon, that little retard kid, was inside, just running away from trouble like they always do.
Well, running away, they didn't know what was going on outside.
Anyways, those guys popped into Shawn. They saw GP. They were like, "Hey, that guy's piss ass drunk.
Let's take his wallet.
Let's steal him." And Shawn was fucking piss ass drunk too.
Yeah,
Shawn was like, "Don't steal him. He's drunk on the bench."
Yeah,
and they pull out a knife. They're like, "We're gonna."
Before that though, Buddy was like, "What? You want to go?" And me, if I'm always down to go. Yeah, let's do it. And then you could tell that one of their guys was even like hesitant. He was like, "I don't know if this is a good idea." And then the guy fucking pulls out a switchblade. You know, it was like in the movie. You know, like no, not a butterfly knife. He was doing tricks, but you know, one of those things where it's like he presses a button and thing.
Yeah. Click.
I was like, "Oh man, if I have to leave JP here, fucking, they can."
He's dead.
His ass is there. I'm gonna run all crooked and shit, but I'm gonna run as far as I can. And then they pull it out. I'm like, oh fuck. And then just as this is happening, a couple of cars are driving by, and then the police are kind of scouring the area for, you know, public intoxication.
Because it's a
shit
bar.
Like that. Yeah, right around the bar. This was literally like 30 feet from the bar. And then one of the guy who I said was kind of hesitant. He's like, fuck it, you know, let's just get out of here. It's not worth it. He's like, all right, whatever. And then just as they turn the corner to leave, Alex pulls up because he had gone to a girl's house.
Yeah, you text my brother. You're like, you were freaking out. Like,
I texted him. Yeah.
And my brother's the type of guy that doesn't take shit from no one. He's not a thug. He's not a bum. He's not a black guy. He's a regular. He's like me. He's a regular white guy. But if you threaten him, you're fucking done.
Yeah, you know that
and
power.
Me and him are exactly the same for that.
Me too, kind of. But alcohol boosts. You know that feeling, that power you feel when you're at the right moment of drunk and you're wanting someone to fuck with you. Be like, oh, it could be anybody, and I'll fucking kill him. If you threaten him or the people he loves or his friends, he turns into that in an instant.
He turns into a Hulk.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Hulk, except, you know, less green and shit.
And
yeah, less green. Which Hulk though? The Ang Lee one, the first one, or the one with
what's Marino?
No, not Lou Ferrigno. I'm talking about the movie. What was that bad movie? The first one that nobody liked.
With the father that's a rock.
Yeah, it was directed by Ang Lee. It starred, I forget his name. But the second one was with the guy from American History X. What was that guy's name? Well, fuck, I don't want to.
Edward Norton.
Yes, Edward Norton. Thank you. Which Hulk would he be? The Edward Norton one or the other one?
The Edward Norton, the badass one.
Yeah, because the first one he was like.
The first one was with Eric Bana.
Was that him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Eric Bana.
Yeah.
Bullshit movie.
Yes.
The dad turns into a mountain, pulls out some two big giant gargantuan dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, dogs. Exactly. But back to the thing. Alex comes out of left fucking field. I'm looking around. What the fuck is going on? Homeboys come out of the bar sipping on Corona because they were like $1.50, $2. Like, well, what's going on? Why are you guys being pussies? And then I was drunk. Yeah, that's him. That's Eric Bana. And then I'm like, they literally just. I'm like, dude, these fucking guys want to rob JP, and nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying the story.
I remember you came back at my mom's house. You told the story, and I was like, no, it was not a lie.
Yeah.
Julien's like, je bonbon, which is Julien's like, no, it's not true. Motherfucking pussies. They ran
and Alex
away.
believed me because just from the story I was telling, from the text I had sent, the time they were sent.
Because you were on the panic mode.
Yeah, I was like in tears.
The only English person in the fucking bar getting robbed.
Yeah, and I fuck. And there's many stories like this. I got another one where I have this lighter with my initials on it. It cost me like $60 for lighter.
That.
They stole my lighter. I got it back. Some chick helped me out. And I cried. I cried in the middle of the bar
because you were so pissed ass drunk. You were like,
my lighter. You know when you lie down in bed, sometimes you think of like embarrassing moments.
I was retard.
Yeah, and you're like, man, I must have looked like a total
that happened
bitch.
This morning when I was watching Ellen DeGeneres.
You were watching Ellen DeGeneres?
No.
Oh, I was gonna. Man, all the embarrassment goes back on me for crying in the middle of a bar. I'm 6'5".
I'm sitting on the couch. Oh my God, Helen!
Ellen DeGeneres. She's
You're
so
the best lesbian ever.
Yeah, I loved you in Finding Nemo. But yeah, then anyways, that knife thing happened, and I got over it, and fuck.
And nobody fucking believed you except Alex, and those guys came and one.
Or the guy one of them.
The guy that was like, no guys, don't do that. He came back and fucking apologized to you.
I think he did.
And Matt was like, oh, that little fucking pussy fucking threatened you.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. I remember now.
And
Fuck,
like,
a lot of the
Alex was like, shut the fuck up. He came back and apologized. And Matt's just like, let's kick his ass.
Yeah, a lot of these stories, it's like fucking blackouts because again I was
drunk,
wasted.
Drunk.
That's true. I remember that the guy came back and then Matt's like, "You it was really that you guys were afraid of that pussy?" Like, Matt, there's like 4 more of them. Well, okay, we could have taken them easily. What are you, a bitch? Anyways, moving on. But I remember maybe about 2 weeks later or something, we went back to the bar and I saw one of the I think it was the guy with the knife, if not one of the tougher looking ones. And I was like, and this is where I was drunk. To the good point, you know, when you're feeling good and you're like, fuck, I could punch a hole through that brick wall and probably not even feel anything. And then he was alone, and I look at Alex and I'm like, that's the guy. He goes, that's the guy. And then I immediately regretted my decision because Alex thought he was gonna kill him. I was like, oh,
but he didn't do nothing. The guy. Yeah, that's the other guy. But the first guy came to apologize.
Yeah,
right?
and then this guy, I was mad too. I was like, this motherfucker won't rob me. And then this is where I got angry and Alex pulled me back. It's like we're always pulling each other out of the shit that we're going to get into. It's like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. No, not tonight. And then the next night it'll be him who wants to punch the guy. Then, I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit that, man, I'm telling you. I went from leading a not even a normal life, a really fucked up life, to living it and going out and meeting all these different characters. And I got more stories that we're going to save for other podcasts and shit like it. I don't want to ruin, like I said, blow our load. And then the next podcast we talk about, like, hey, remember the first podcast when we talked about all this shit?
Wait up. When we're going to be on, like, episode 30, we're going to listen back to our first episode, we're going to be like, we actually said that. Fucking retard we are. Like, it's bullshit. We suck.
Yeah. Wow, that's horrible.
No, that's true. Wait up, it's only episode 1. Extravaganza podcast of the year, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We don't have a $6,000 budget like Comedy Button.
I don't know if we should name drop because you know all these I don't. Maybe you're going to say that and then I'm going to wait.
Okay. Comedy Button is the best podcast out there. They're
besides
amazing.
Ours, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, our podcast is obviously at least number 13, 14 out of maybe 20.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, because
I have faith.
I do have faith, but I didn't post it yet. So
yeah. Right now, literally, there's no. We're not even on the map
number
yet.
8 on the side.
Yeah, infinite.
Number infinite.
Yeah, 8 on the side. See, I like that.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're using your microphone.
No,
I was talking about snowballs earlier, and I had bought that for myself, and you got what's this one?
That's a Yeti from Blue, same company as the snowball. Big shout out to motherfucking Blue Company.
Yeah,
you guys we have a beautiful voice. I can hear it right now.
Yeah.
Wait until I get my fucking little big box that can fucking split mic.
Yeah. If Blue, I don't know if that's the guy's name. Or the company. If you're listening,
Mr. Blue, are you listening?
Yeah, if you're listening, we just made you millions of dollars from the people who are gonna buy it.
So if you need to fucking, how do you say that?
Have somebody killed?
No.
Why not?
Magic trick.
Because you said Mr. Blue, and that reminded me of Reservoir Dogs.
Good movie. If Mr. Blue from the Yeti microphone company needs to sponsor somebody, think about us.
Yeah,
we're fucking here.
Sponsor us. We exist. That's all you need to know.
We can do a meetup over Skype. Instead, maybe if you want to pay for us to go where you guys live.
I'll meet you literally
California,
anywhere.
You want to pay California? Go. Let's do this shit.
Literally, women are in like bikinis 24/7.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Hey, look at that Vajinsky.
Yeah, here in Canada in winter, the women from behind it looks like in winter clothes, fucking big puffy marshmallow.
It's done. Over there.
Not that there's anything wrong with women who look like big puffy marshmallows, but
it takes too many time to fucking undress them. True?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to lick a Tootsie Pop and get to the middle.
Yep.
This is getting a little bit sexual, and I'm getting a little excited. My loins are moist a little bit.
Meow.
Yeah, that. Meow. Putsy. Yeah, fuck, man. Like, as I'm talking through this thing and you're talking, I'm getting all these fucking ideas about, like, oh, man, how great would it be to, like, talk about, like, fucking, like, sports and games and even Comic-Con's coming to Ottawa not too long from now. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
There's going to be, like...
It's going to be fucking insane. Oh, my God.
That's the greatest thing I've ever... As I'm talking, he slides me over his iPhone, and he's in notes, and all it says is, I need to pee.
So, my
how do you want to hold it in until we're done, or
we would just hit the fucking 1 hour mark.
Did we really?
Yes. So, are we done? Nope. Can I go pee? No. So shut the fuck up and keep recording.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slide into a close. And by sliding, I mean like smoothly. Yeah. Like when you walk into a club and you're fresher than a motherfucker. Here's the thing. This whole project that we're doing is about, like, just having a good time, having fun.
Friendship.
Trying something new. Friendship, love.
Friendship,
butterflies.
Love. Yeah, butterflies.
That feeling you get before you do public speaking in class.
A fucking heart tattoo?
An earth tattoo?
Heart.
Earth? Like the planet?
No.
Oh, heart.
Heart.
A heart tattoo.
Heart tattoo.
Yeah, okay. That sounds better than earth, like just getting a tattoo of a bunch of dirt on your back.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, so this is about this is about being bigger than me and you. This is about me and you trying to reach people.
Yep.
And here's the thing. I'm going to plug my Twitter account. It's Shawn0225 KGB, and the KGB I do believe is caps. If not, you can find me. Here's my gamer tag. You can send me a message on my Xbox, on my gamer tag, and then I'll give you my Twitter when I'm less inebriated.
You just give your Twitter.
Yeah, I know, but maybe I don't know if it's the KGB's connected or not, or if it's caps, or if you'll have a trouble finding me. My gamer tag is Shawn, SHAWN, no caps lock, all little letters, SHAWN 0225. That's not O as in oh my. It's 0 as in like fucking nothing. So SHAWN 0225 space. This is where you want to bring in the big guns, the caps, capital letters, because you mean business, exactly. KGB. So Shawn, SHAWN 0225 space, capital KGB. That's my gamer tag. Hit me up. We're going to play some fucking NHL. We're going to play some Call of Duty. We're going to play some Halo. We're going to play I can fucking Splatterhouse. It's a single player game, but we can be in a party and have a friendship going on. That's a little weird. That's my Twitter, and that's my
your Twitter,
my
your
Twitter,
Xbox
my
Live.
Xbox gamer tag. Your PlayStation piece.
Same shit. It's real easy. It's Soap McSticky.
Soap McSticky. SOAP. Any capitals?
Nope. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't, because I'm not familiar with PlayStation.
McSticky.
So soap mixed one word.
Yeah.
SOAP soap McSticky.
Same thing on Xbox Live.
You got an Xbox too, that's right.
Yeah, I got an Xbox too. You can add me on fucking
Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter it's Azix1. AZZYX1. That's for my Twitter. My Facebook, that's a fucking secret.
I was thinking about that. I was like, people know my Facebook? Here's the thing. All these parties and all this shit I've been talking about, or we've been talking about, there's pictures and video documents of this shit. And I know
let's wait till episode 2 or 3.
Exactly.
Just to release some, like, let's release some with the name of the podcast when I'll have a podcast website up, forum, stuff like that. So
that's exactly what I've been saying. Not below our load. We want to keep like a cliffhanger. I think that's the name of a movie too.
Yeah, cliffhanger with fucking
Sylvester
Stallone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you want to be like Sylvester Stallone and cliffhanger, get ready for a podcast too. It's going to be even tighter around the edges, like something that's tight around edges.
You can also add me on Skype. This way. I can have you on Skype so we can do some gaming on WoW.
Absolutely.
Any PC gaming stuff. So, Shawn, can you spell my Skype name?
That's Altame, right?
Yeah.
ALTAIM1.
Yeah, Altame fucking 1.
Is there any caps in there?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because we're badass.
Yeah, I'm not, again, technology-wise, I know
so,
how to put on shoes.
Is that the ending?
Well, we just plugged everything. If they want to contact us or tell us, how bad we are or hate on us, or even send us some love.
You guys better wait up for contests, for website, for forums,
Absolutely.
for Hotmail, for personal fucking Twitter via the podcast. We love you. We love everybody. What's up, world?
This is our caterpillar, and we're going to transform into a beautiful butterfly. Yeah. And we want you to be there when we spread our wings.
That's a rough place.
Absolutely. We want you to be on our backs when we spread our wings and fly away.
Yeah.
That's really gross when you think about it.
No.
Caterpillars, they're fucked up.
Spread my wings and fly away.
I think
so. It's time for the outro.